Good morning, class. This is Sonal, your social science teacher. I hope you all are doing good. Today we will continue block 12 using a map and we will study third topic today. Be ready with all your essentials and please sit with your partner. Let's revise what we have studied in last class. We have studied about symbols and colors in a map. So a map shows, what is a map? A map shows a large area on a small piece of paper. And it is impossible to give all the details, in writing on a map. So symbols and their different colors are used to show the features on the map. And with the help of symbols and their colors, we can find a place easily. And all maps follow some common scheme or system of symbols and colors. These symbols and colors are universally accepted or accepted by everyone in all maps of different countries. Some symbols like all water bodies are in blue color and green area or park are in green color, and a symbol of bus stop, post office, etc. And here are some keywords. Size means how big or small something is. And proportion means a part of a whole. Means part of a complete thing. So now I'm showing you some maps. Map of Delhi. You can see Delhi. And a map of India and a map of the world. And map of India and map of world. This is world map. Okay, so observe these maps and answer, do you know where Delhi is located? And how big is it? This is the map of Delhi, and here you can see Delhi in India map. So do you know where Delhi is located? In which direction of India? So Delhi is located in northern India. And how big is it? Is it as small as the paper in your notebook? What do you think? Is it as small as it is showing here? And where do you live? In which country? In which country do you live? And is yours the only town in this country? And is yours the only country in the world? Answer these questions. And do you think the entire world is as big as in this picture you can see, in this world map? Do you think world map is as big or as small as in this picture? How can it fit on this paper? So can you draw a real object on a paper with its actual size? How? How can you draw this? So today we will learn how to draw a real object on a paper using scale. With the help of scale, we can show the actual size of a place on a paper. And today we will learn it how. Today we will learn about other element of map, which is scale. This is your topic for today. Scales. Write topic name with date in good handwriting. Now, our aim for today is to be able to identify the use of the scale to read the distance between two places on a map. So today we will learn how to measure the length of something with the help of scale. And I will give you some instructions. So here are some instructions. And if you don't understand, I will show with the help of video. So you need to use a thread. Don't take a thin thread, you can take wool also. Okay, use the thread to measure length of the table at home. Understand? Now fold the thread as many times so that the length of your thread can fit on the paper of your notebook. First, measure the length and draw the line on your notebook as long as the new length of your thread, and repeat the same for the breadth of the black table. Because you don't have blackboard, so you can use your table. Repeat the same for the breadth of the table, and the number of folds should be the same for both the length and the breadth. And you need to draw line in both length and breadth, in both measurement. So I'm going to show you a video how to do this activity. See the video carefully, and then we will understand how to fit a big size on a paper, big size of a place or something. So I will use blackboard, okay, but you can use table to do this activity.
Take a thread and measure the breadth of your table, or you can take your table or something else. I have board, so I am using this board. Okay, the breadth, and now fold this thread as many times as it can fit on the paper of your notebook. So I am folding it, and let's measure the length. Now keep this thread so that it can fit in the breadth of your notebook. Now draw a line. Pause कर दीजिए. Now measure the length of this blackboard with the help of this thread, and fold this thread as many times as it can fit on your notebook. I think this much is not enough. Okay. Now let's measure the notebook. So here you can see, and one important thing, that fold should be the same, okay, in breadth and in length. We have taken 3 folds.
So I hope you have understand after watching the video. In this way you also need to do this activity and write and fit the big size of a table in your notebook. Okay, and after completing your activity you need to answer how did you draw the table on your notebook, how did you fit the big size of a table on your notebook, and how many times big is the table than drawing. So we used the thread to scale down the size of the blackboard, and you will use table to fit on the paper. Now the blackboard or table is now as many times big as the number of folds of the thread, and now the size of the blackboard or table on paper is much reduced than the actual size of the blackboard or table, but in equal proportion, because we have taken same number of folds for both the length and the breadth. So have you noticed the scales given in the maps, and what does it tell you, and how can you use this method to know the actual distance between two places shown on the map. So a map shows the actual place on the earth in much reduced or decreased or less size. The scale of the map tells us about the actual size of the place shown in the map. As you can see in your content book, here a scale is given and it is written that 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. So such scales are given in every map, and with the help of thread, we can measure the actual size of a place. And one important thing, that we will not get a straight blackboard always. To measure the length, measure the actual distance between places. So when you are given such places which are not straight, so you will keep your thread like this. For example, if you need to measure the distance between Lucknow to Varanasi, so you will keep your thread like this. You need to keep your thread like this and this and this, and with the help of scale, then you will measure the length of thread in centimeter, or according to the scale given on map. You will measure this in your real scale, real plastic scale, okay? And according to the centimeter given in a map scale, you can count the distance between places. But you need to keep your thread like this, in this way, okay? We can't, because in these places we can't keep our thread straight. So you need to keep your thread like this, as you need to measure the places. Now let's do an activity, an interesting activity. Take your thread with you, open S3 and look at the map of India given in S3. Okay. See this map carefully, and here a scale is given. So take a thread and put it on the scale given in the map. Mark the length of the scale on the thread for 500 kilometer. The distance between this scale is 500 kilometer. Now put this thread between New Delhi and Jaipur. Put this thread, this picture is not clear, so put the thread between Delhi and Jaipur like this. Now you need to, and after marking it, when you putting the thread between Delhi and New Delhi and Jaipur, so you need to measure the length of the thread with this scale given on map. Okay. Now what do you see? Is the distance between New Delhi and Jaipur as much as the distance between the marks on the thread? Is the distance is 500 kilometer? How much is it? Equal, double or half? Equal means 500 kilometer, double means 1000 kilometer and half means 250 kilometer. If the distance between the two marks on the thread is 500 kilometer as given in the scale of the map, then what is the distance between New Delhi and Jaipur? What do you think? Distance is double, equal or half? If you will keep the thread, you will know the answer. So the distance between New Delhi and Jaipur is almost half the distance between the two marks on the thread, means 250 kilometer. Here it is written 246, but 250 is also correct, because in this scale we can also only know that equal, double or half distance. So 246 we cannot clearly say, so 250 is also the correct answer. So the distance is about 250 kilometer. And similarly, you need to measure the distance between Delhi and Jaipur, Kanpur, Patna, and Delhi and Kanpur. If the distance is half, then write 250. If the distance is full, according to the scale, full, if the distance is equal to this scale given in this page, so you will write 500 kilometer. Okay. And if the length of thread is double of this scale, then you will write 1000 kilometer. Now answer. And if you don't understand the instructions, you can read it again. Take the thread, put it on the scale given in the map in your workbook. Mark the length of the scale on the thread for 500 kilometer. Now put this thread between the New Delhi and Jaipur. How much is the distance? Equal, double, or half? Now answer. Are all maps drawn to the scale? What do you think? Is it possible to measure the distance between two places in every map? What do you think? No, not all maps are drawn to scale, because the use of scale in maps depends on the purpose of the map. When a map is not drawn to scale, it is written map not to scale. As you can see in this map, here it is written map not to scale. So you will find this written on a map instead of the scale. Here it is written map not to scale, and such maps are called sketch maps. And here is the question of the day for you. Question is, by which element of a map we can know the distance between two places? And this is your writing work for today. Read the topic, then finish S3, and then do PQ 5, 6 and 9. And this is your S3. Question 1 is, draw the outline of your school bag to scale with the help of a thread in the space provided below. You need to fold the thread, okay, and draw the outline of your school bag. Question 2, why do we need a scale on the map? And question 3 we have already discussed. Now here is the state and capital. Capital of Manipur is Imphal and capital of Meghalaya is Shillong. And you need to answer this question in the comment section. Question is, what are the capitals of given states? States are Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh and Kerala. You need to write the capital according to this order. First you will write the capital of Andhra Pradesh, then Arunachal Pradesh and then Kerala. So if you have any doubt, you can ask, and don't forget to answer these questions in the comment section. Complete your work properly after watching the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Take care everyone. God bless.